So guys, I'm playing Dark Souls again, this time with a Kenshiro build challenge. It's not exactly the most optimal, best build ever, but it's more so for fun. I created a facsimile of Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star, aka Hokuto no Ken, to the best of my abilities using the in-game character creation thing. So the armor is designed to look like his outfit as much as possible, given what's available, and I just punch things. So in order to make punches not suck, I am in the, Company of Champions, I believe it's called. And I got 50 Awestones, which I'll explain in a little bit how to farm that stuff. So I could get the Vanquisher's Seal, so my punches deal actual damage. So just to kind of quickly over what my equipment is. Rings don't really matter, Vanquisher's Seal, unarmed stuff. Now, while you're trying to level and get stuff, what I was using was Kestis, Cestus, however the hell that's pronounced. I was dual wielding those. Incidentally, Vanquisher's Seal allows you to power stance fists or just like general punching without any weapon. You can't do that without the Vanquisher's Seal. And in terms of actual equipment, I figured the thing that was closest to a sort of actual like blue thing with the shoulder pad was probably the Elite Knight armor. Now, if you don't like that sort of the post-apocalyptic leatherish sort of look, this one isn't too bad either. Pate's armor, that's a little bit off in my opinion, so I went with the Elite Knight. For the gloves, I'm using tattered cloth manchette. These look probably better when you're doing the shirtless version, which I'll show you in a sec. And hard leather boots currently. Now, there's a number of pieces of armor that I think work, and I'll put that in the description below. But this is what I'm rocking right now. Eventually, I'm going to want probably Faraam Boots. Those probably look the best. But I don't have those yet because I just started this game. Which kind of goes to show you can get this build, up and running relatively quickly. Like I'm not very far in the game. Now, if you want to go super serious mode, you take the Elite Knight armor off, and you go the shirtless thing, and then you equip for Muso Tensei. You go, and where's the item? For those of you familiar with the series, Muso Tensei. I'm not going to explain what that is if you don't know what it is. Anyway, go back to our regular gear here. So yeah, as you can see, I can power stance just regular punches, as I said. And why don't I go show you the how to farm the the Awestones, because I'm still technically in the Company of Champions. I can leave this now that I have the Vanquisher Seal. But here's what you do: you go to the grave entrance on the far side fire. And you have to be doing this in offline mode. If you're online mode, you get invaded by other people, and this NPC invader won't spawn. But when you're in the Company of Heroes, when you're in the... when you're in the Company of Heroes and you fight a red invader, which this Explorer Rory guy is, which I'll show you, he will drop Awestones. So you have to kind of get him to spawn. You have to go over here, go back this way, and then you drop down. Like so. That gets him to spawn when you climb back up here. Or sometimes he'll just spawn when you're down there. Now, don't walk too far forward or you'll aggro a bunch of rats, which get annoying. Now, those rats here, if you're far back into here, it looks like they're going to aggro on you, right? They won't. They'll leave you alone. So just resist the temptation to deal with them and just kind of sit here. Okay. I'm going to go down here. You can stun lock that guy, but he shot me before he came in, so I'm just going to cheap him out. Normally, I have a ring that ups my thinger, so I'm just going to... Whoop! It's actually kind of on the annoying side. So if you do this optimally... I'll show you guys one more time later how to do this more optimally. Like, I just kind of came in here. It's been a while since I've done it, so I didn't do it properly, but... You just kind of climb up. I'm going to climb back up. Of course, I'm doing this with fist weapons now, so it's going to be a little bit different. But those rats gonna... Yeah, they're good. They didn't aggro. So he didn't... He's going to drop an Awestone here in a second, or rather you get the invade bonus Awestone. So there we go, the Awestone. Sometimes he actually drops Awestones. If you actually fight him, he can drop like... whatchamacallit? Like a bunch of gear that you don't really need. But yeah, he's got a pretty rare chance of actually dropping an Awestone on top of that, so you can get double Awestone sometimes. Now, if you have the increased drop rate gear, I think he's more likely to drop the Awestone. I don't have any of that stuff because again, it's a new game, so that'll help you. Now, an alternate way of farming this guy, if you're not doing the weird ass punching build thing and insistent that you can only use punching weapons, then there's another way of doing it here where you can like open this drawbridge by using that. You see that Pharaoh's? Let's kill this guy. You see this Pharaoh's Lockstone thing? You use that, opens the drawbridge. You can draw him over here and just use like Emit Force, I think, or just any kind of like force spell and just knock him off. Now, when you do that, of course, you don't get the items, so you don't get like the Awestone he drops every once in a while, but it is a really quick kill. Just to show you guys, if you do this thing properly, it's also a relatively quick kill, so I mean, you don't lose too much time. So to help with this, since I'm punching him, I equip the stone ring, and the stone ring you get like way like right at the beginning. You can look it up if you want to know where to get the stone ring. But yeah, this will stun lock him. So drop down here, come back up. I suppose this also at the same time serves to show this kind of mediocre build. It's more so fun than anything. But it's gonna come over here now. Rats will not aggro. Kind of stun lock him like that, and I'll just let my stamina regen and go over here. So again, I don't walk. Oh, I'll show you guys what I mean by don't walk out there in a second. Because, I jump down and reset him like this, and now he's just going to get stun locked. And he didn't actually drop anything, but I'm going to get the free Awestone in a sec. So yeah, if you actually leave this little alcove here, these rats will jump out and like aggro you. And they'll actually come into this area here and screw you over, so. So how to get them to respawn, because normally, sort of to further the explanation here, if you, in just regular NG, so your first playthrough, you kill him once, he won't respawn again. However, the way to get him to respawn infinitely is you go to the previous bonfire, Havel's resting place, so you go right here. And then you use a bonfire ascetic, whatever the hell it's pronounced. So you'd go to the burn, and then you'd burn. I don't have any more, but you'd burn one. And you only need to burn one if you're in Scholar the First Sin Edition. So now, basically, that next, or rather this whole following area, where, the area where Roy the Explorer spawns, is now considered NG+. So that's why the rats were tougher and stuff like that. And I think he gets tougher as well. Now, if you're in original Dark Souls 2, not Scholar the First, and I think you have to keep using ascetics, and allegedly he respawns up to 12 times per ascetic. And yeah, that's how that works. But yeah, Scholar the First Sin, just use it once and he'll respawn. As far as I can tell, infinitely. I farmed him from like 1 Awestone up to 50, whatever I'm at now. So yeah, that's just how that works there. Hopefully you found that somewhat interesting. This is what I've been doing, I've been farming in my own spare time, but also been streaming like an actual playthrough of this game with the crappy Kenshiro build. So I have to punch the entire game to death. Now it should be a little bit better now that I have the fist weapons. Incidentally, if you're comparing, again, so many things I'm not entirely sure the pronunciation of this in this video, which is a bit unusual, but Kestis, Cestus, whatever. If you're using these, they're actually faster than fist weapons, at least for the double punch thing. So as you can see, there's a bit of a wind-up time with that. Now if I equip these things, like so, they're a bit faster. It's not like massively faster, but there is a slight difference. Also, I might end up using the Bone Fist or whatever later, once I actually do the DLC, we'll see. Just kind of like have it as an option so I can switch out to it, but use the fist normally time. Because incidentally, for those of you, Hokuto no Ken fans and lore buffs out there, one of the perks of Hokuto Shinken style is that it can mimic, enemy styles very easily. So it's like you're using some other moveset temporarily, and then you can switch back to your regular punch deal thing there. Anyway, that's enough of this. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll probably be back to streaming this soon. If not today, I don't know. I'm going to stream something today. It'll either be more the Kenshiro build thing or League of Legends. We'll see. But anyway, that's not relevant to the actual video here. I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching.